Hey everybody, Asher here, and welcome back to Wartales. We continue in the Vertruse Providence, really just getting started with the run here, and already at 3 stars. So clearly I am doing something right here. We'll introduce some of the renamed crew here in just a minute. But long story short, we plucked a map from the Mayoress that is going to give us a location that we can find something here about, well, what are her little plans and documents and things like that. But long story short is that in attempting to thief that, I guess somebody tripped over a treasure chest and everybody saw we did it. So we are at 300 out of 400. More frequent guard patrols will be, it's all very exciting. Let's go through our crew real quick. Thank you for the comment that said that I can scroll through these with the arrow key. It's actually pretty nice here. We have Bones, our big axe warrior here, and we'll see if he continues with the big axe or the little axe. I do like big axes, and I cannot lie. Nobody claimed the name for the archer yet, Wiminal, so we'll figure out if that stays or it goes. We have Lonkchera, and there's probably different ways to pronounce some of these. It's fine. Viewer who requested to be the tank here, so already with your very, very stylish shield here, as we have the camera moving the background as well. Wasn't expecting that, by the way. We do have a little bit of animosity here between archer and person who archer shot, so that's exciting. We also have Ella Smith, or Eli Smith here, our stabby ranger, which is all very exciting. And then we have, it's Jacob P, but I thought Jacob would be a more interesting way to put it here, with the most glorious beard that hopefully we will get a large sword to match. So we're going to continue where we left off here. We do have a merchant. We don't, already getting the stuttering going. Don't have a ton of money, but the music's going to start, and we're going to need to get a move on here the moment I unpause. Because guards will spawn and will say, hello, can you show me your credentials? And also, have you stolen everything that you're holding? So the more we do this, the more we kind of wander into the woods. Now, wandering into the woods in Vertruse means that we are very likely going to hit wildlife. I don't mind hitting wildlife very much, because it does let us have a fight. And fights are good for experience and everything, so we are actually going to take this fight. We do have a 5th person here, and I don't know why we suddenly went out of the woods for a second. But we are working our way over here. If we look at the map one more time, it does look like a rat infestation. I think that's a rat infestation. If memory serves for this quest, we're not very far from it. But for now, puppies! 3 blind wolves. It's nighttime. They're not blind. Apparently the wolf wildlife is suspicious of us too. Now, we have a very inconveniently placed bear trap. We have a very conveniently placed bear trap. It would be fun to maybe have some of the wolves, like, get caught up in that a little bit, but these are level 1 wolves. They don't have the most health. They don't have the least health. And at least I remember earlier on in the early access, these guys were actually pretty smart. And they, like, would not get caught up in stuff at all. So we're going to figure out how we want to do this. I think this means we actually put Stabby over here. Because if we put you over here, then you can run and potentially make a friend and backstab them. We could put our tank over here. I think that rock formation, yeah, is going to stop from being down there. But we could go up here. We have Bones and Jacob, who unfortunately, due to their weapons, cannot actually engage. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge. If I put Bones down here, can he? Yeah, he can actually swing and hit both of these people. So I think I may want to do that. We're just going to have an AoE. There ain't no party like an AoE party, as it were. So we're going to see which wolf is first. Wolf 1, Wolf 2, Wolf 3. You all have been appropriately named. It's fine. We do have the stabilizing strike, which will put guard down to 0. I guess one of the important questions is, do wolves have guard? Do they have guard? I imagine they probably do. Without armor applies bleeding. Probably don't want that. Okay, well, I guess the best way to do this is just a test. So let's go ahead and get this party started. So, Lonkchera, we're going to say that until I hear otherwise, is going to go do a stab. And that's going to be fine. And we're going to end that turn. I'm going to get used to this in a minute. Now, I know technically I can press space to end the turn, which is very XCOM-esque. But I am always a little concerned that I'm going to hit space too many times and end somebody else's turn on accident. Because as we saw last time in the last episode, there are no backsies. Unlike XCOM, I can't go back. But we do have an ambush here. Hopefully we get a crit. We did, and it was not critty enough. We could potentially run. We get no extra valor point here. But what this does mean is that we can have Bones or Jacob do a spin to win here. Probably going to be Jacob, or probably going to be Bones, because Jacob would probably, if he were to move in here, actually hit our other friend. So let's try to put you here. And we're going to see if this is a safe enough distance to get 2 hits in. It's not. Is it now? It probably... Ooh, it still isn't. Okay, let's move you a little bit more. This has got to be it. Surrounded! We get a bonus for surrounding them. And let's just take a look at this one more time. This is where the Battle Brothers-esque stuff comes in. Increases damage taken by 20. So we could have potentially backstabbed with this later and done the slashy thing. But it's fine. I don't have to be good at this game. We can't actually hit 3... Oh, no, we can't hit 3 people. We can choose to hit our friend, or we can choose to double down on the wolves. Let's do the KFC thing and double down on it. All right. Sad puppy noises. And no wrath available because the wolf is not below 50% health. So Jacob probably needs some experience cleaving. So I guess the alternative would be to see where the wolf goes. So maybe we don't do that. I know I don't technically need to hit escape. See, the thing is that this wolf can motor. This wolf can motor. Nobody can hit the archer. So we're just gonna go over here and we'll let the archer do his thing in just a minute. So DKP plus. There's 8 health down, and we can wrath. So let's just take this wolf off the board. And your opponents are demoralized and want to flee. Do I let them flee? You know what? I think in order to have... Vertruse, very famously, and maybe we'll get into this in the story a little bit more, has a wildlife overpopulation issue. So we've taken out a few of them. We can let one of these wolves go and see if they can find somebody else. So I will take the W there. We do have some damage armor. We do have some experience. So carcasses are not going to do very good. The wolf meat is with a pungent aroma that makes your mouth water. Grease and pristine fangs are going to be a little bit more important here. So we only need 1 repair. Our archer leveled up, so that's exciting. Now, Valorous Audacity. Every time the scene ends their turn next to an enemy and is not engaged, you gain +1. Probably not the best for an archer. Killing an enemy gets +1 Valor or Valor support every time the scene ends next to an ally and is not engaged in combat. I tend to like the delete skills for getting more Valor points. Now this, getting aptitude points here. I'm not huge on movement. I'm actually not huge on any of these. So you know what? I am going to give movement. This is where having the career training... Do we have that? We did the path thing. We got some stuff here. We got run last time, which is very important. But this is definitely one where career plans would be nice, because I could at least get some dexterity out of this. We are going to want a Wymanel. That's what we'll go through to get some dexterity eventually, but movement is fine. All right, so we are going to need to rest here in just a second, and nothing says good rest while we're running from the law like hiding in the forest. So break camp, and I still love that in Wartales after all this time. You can't actually break camp, or you can't actually make camp while paused. Oh my god, I forgot to introduce Snowy the pony. Another viewer here said, I want to be named somebody, and I'm a sucker for rhymes. So Snowy the pony. I was told in the comments section that murder ponies are still dead meat, so maybe we don't do that here. No, we can cook some carcasses. We need to actually learn the recipe for wolf here. We actually need to learn the recipe for smoking eels as well. So for now, we're going to live off the land a little bit. I love the squelchy sound with this. If we put 1 carcass in here, my one issue, other than the whole how much weight it takes, is that this can give us food poisoning, so we're just going to do this. So we don't have to pay anybody yet. That is a change from the last version to the 1.0, is that you don't have to pay wages as often. So troops are well rested. I think I forgot to have anybody work the bench here. Your companions are pleased because we were at the campfire. Not everybody can get in the campfire here. You are a swordsman tinker. So what we should have done was assigned you to the tinker's bench. And we would have gotten some stuff during rest here. So that's me playing a little too fast. However, we can get 2 rope from 4 hemp. And oh man, are we going to need rope. So yes, let's do that, because one way that we can get our suspicion down is time, but another reliable way is captures. Plus this gives us a knowledge point, which gives us career path, potentially. Do we want to do career path? I mean, rationing is going to let us go a little bit faster, and that's something that plays out, is very effective in the early game. Restoration, we'll need that eventually. Frugality, once again, that's a kind of thing. These percentage bonuses really add up over time. Adding location markers just seems like fun. Suspicion meter depletes 10% faster. You'd think I'd want that with having this much suspicion. But I think I'm going to actually do career plans, because that was something that was not available to me previously. Also, let's keep in mind here. Oop, I just recamped. I just uncamped. We have boars that want to say hello. Who knew it would be this kind of episode? Anyway, we will get knowledge for making any of these things. I guess the other thing is that we'll have to figure out making a targe here. I love saying this, but I'm not entirely sure where we can get iron and Vertruse, so that's going to be a fun thing to try to pull back from my memory. If we can get iron and all, I may have to trade for iron. It's going to be the same thing with Snow Iris, and not yet known, whatever that is. But do we have boar time here? I think we might as well. I mean, we can try to ambush them. It's 3 level 1 boars. Exit pursued by boar. Because this is all experience. Again, we did not get the boar ambush. However, we do have a bear trap up here, so we're probably not going to put bones over there. Who's boar 1? That's boar prime. Beta boar and tertiary boar. Okay, so if we kind of do the same thing we did last time, and we have Ellis Smith over here running in for the stab, that's fine. We have Bones, we have Windmill, we have Jacob over here. I don't think you can actually reach the target that we want like this. So let's... yeah, movement is going to be a little bit of an issue. Fortunately, the boars don't move as fast. But I still wonder if we put Jacob over here and have it work like this. That may work pretty well, but we're just going to do it by the numbers again. This is one of the criticisms, and I think it's a fair criticism, of Wartales as it was in early access, and that is that things can get very samey after a little while, and I'm very curious to see how the full release here builds things or changes things. Because to be honest, one of the suggestions I got from people was a big old, please can you just edit these videos so that they go a little bit faster. And we have a rope, we can actually start capturing people now. We don't have chains, so I probably need to go in and get, yeah, let's start with Jacob here. I probably do need to go in and get, what's the word I'm looking for? Manacles. Alright, so if we do a spin to win like this, we can Wrath right away, we can knock it out, we can take this boar prisoner with just rope. I don't think we're going to try to tame the boar. So boars get fury when you kill one of their friends. So you got to watch out for that. Damage of next attack is increased by 50%. Okay. So this boar, fortunately it doesn't increase movement by 50%. So Bones can just go over here and swing-a-ling. That's the scientific term for it. And we might be able to wrath. We got a wrath. And it might kill. It didn't kill. So we can probably arrow this guy. Fortunately, Lochner era. Oh god, I'm going to start making court jokes here. That's going to go over some people's heads. Is going to be taking the tank here. So main tank energy doing tank things here. Let's see. Let's play a game called Maybe Our Archer Doesn't Shoot Our Ally. There we go. And Double Fury. This time I'm going to kill the boars. Because that's just, this is how we do it. It's Friday night. It's really not Friday night. So we can actually try to do this the correct way here. We have Jacob. He's going to hang over here. And he's going to swing. And then we can have his turn end. We can have Stabby McStabbins over here, Eli Smith, do the surrounded thing. And this time, actually with the galvanization bonus, do a quick poke of the boar. And we're done. And we get more carcasses here. Once again, drying rack is not available in this region. I didn't actually check the gate to see if I need a border pass. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But pork is very important. Leather is very important. Repairing is very important. I almost didn't take everything. Our weight is still okay. So we're here. We want to go here. And we want to see if the guards are not going to do a thing to us here. So that's a slave camp. That's actually not what we're looking for. But we're going to go pay him a visit anyway. That's the thing that gets me, is that there's two beaches here. So, hello, camp.
Forget the bounty our former master promised you. You'll never capture us.
Okay, we don't have enough influence to persuade them. But I'm not really, considering my suspicion, and now at 2 stars, considering my suspicion, not really interested in fighting these guys either. So we're going to live and let live here. And since we do need a little bit of food, and I do have some fish hooks, we have a tinkerer, we have a second tinkerer. So many tinkerers. Let's make Jacob of the Beardedness our fish person. Now, I don't know if they buffed fishing. Like, I really don't. It was often joked to be one of the most useless professions in the game before. But right now we need food. So we're going to see if we can win the fishing game here. It's like Stardew Valley, only way easier. It's a lot more, honestly, like Genshin Impact. You just want to keep it in the middle. It's funny, Stardew Valley's fishing is really one of those things that is easier on tablet mode than on a controller on a keyboard for some reason for me. But we're catching bass. That is a different fish than early access. There's our eel. So we're out of baits. We lost a hook. But we have more food. We don't have salt to cook with yet, so I don't know if we... Well, we probably need a cooking pot for some of these recipes too. But there we go. We've got guards potentially. So we're just gonna... looks like those guards are just escorting somebody. It's fine. They will never see us. Maybe. Don't you just love inefficient play? Now, as long as these guys don't pop on over for us, we're fine. So we're just hanging out. There's Snowy the pony. And here we go. Stealth mode. We're just following the tree line. Also got to say, the ambient music for this game is just awesome, too. It just has a very, like, empty overworld-esque feeling. You know what it really reminds me of? It reminds me of the old, like, Dragon Warrior, like, Dragon Quest kind of energy here. And we have somebody walking in the woods over there. And I don't think they're looking for us. I think we might be hunting them instead. Okay. Those are bandits. And I guess one of my questions is... do we just go for it? Because we don't have a lot of energy left. I think, honestly, with it being so close to, like, dark... Okay, so there's the Harag border crossing. You know, let's just check here. Do we need a pass to cross the border? We don't have any pinions to get over some of the stuff yet, so... So here's the Ludern region, which is where we're originally at here. We have this guy, this guy, this guy. Anything that we can steal? Not really. So let's meet the people here.
I'm waiting for the merchant to finish praying.
Wow.
I was told to go to the Vertruse tracker camp, but I don't know how to get there.
I got some bad news, buddy. It's you're not
Should
here.
be able to help, don't you think?
Maybe. All right, so here's the merchant.
I beg of you, let me pray in peace. I'm on my way to visit the village of Garusa. The Eye's protection will be most welcome.
Yeah, let's not talk about what the Eye's doing right now.
The toll applies to all kingdoms. I hope you have enough to pay up.
Well, 200 money is not necessarily enough to pay up, but I do think we will be able to get our money situation straightened out in just a little bit. And we have Professor here.
Planning to go to Ludern? I may have a mission for you. You'd need to free an innocent man from an unjust fate. You would be handsomely rewarded.
Are
you interested?
We're gonna save that for when we actually do go to...
Are you planning to go to Ludern? I may have a mission
Okay,
for you.
just checking to make sure that didn't disappear. So we are still under pretty heavy suspicion here. And we do need potentially a border pass to get through. Which is fine. Let's see where we're at on the map here. Okay, so the other beach is through those woods and where those bandits are. So if we have to punch some bandits out, that's fine. We're just going to make another camp in the pouring rain. Preferably... Oh, now we're back in the Kingdom of Gauzenberg. Alright. So who's our tinker? You're a fisherman, so... let's put you by the fire, and let's put you over here. Cool, so easy. Okay. So we don't have to pay yet still. We do have some fishy fishies, which is nice. We have some carcasses that I probably need to unload on somebody. So let's just... I'd prefer not to eat the pork right away, but it's okay. And we're just going to rest. We're going to be due to pay some money in a little bit, but it's fine. We're going to get a few more things for repairing too. Armor points restored, it's fine. We've gained 10 influence as well because our companions are happy. So, once again, something we're going to have to manage here is happiness over time. And that's one of the reasons I chose the start that we did. But one of the really fascinating things is that there's kind of a lot of secret stuff that you can do in this game. And, oh, dude, I was hoping to ambush them. Looks like they're going to try to ambush us. Okay. Lots of fighting today. Just trying to find a place on the beach. And here we are. So, have you ever fought in a thunderstorm before? I wouldn't recommend it. There's lightning strikes everywhere. That lightning will kill you. Also, we have mud. We can press Alt to highlight the mud. Mud sucks. I mean, I get it as a game mechanic, but it sucks. And we have a poacher that's just going to kind of get a free shot. And it's a vicious shot with knockback. So, unfortunately, as much as I'd like to disable that, we do have a second poacher that we can potentially get in. Are we, like, seriously all starting in mud? Because that's terrible. Okay, we can stop either poacher here. Because what I'm thinking of doing here, we have the hoodlum. We're going to be taking some damage here, but I think what I probably want to do is just make sure that we don't get hit by bowfire. Jacob can actually come in here just barely and swing his thing around. We want our archer to not get zapped. Did somebody put a bear trap in the middle of the mud? That's not great. But if we put you over here, how far can you run? You can run pretty far. You can run pretty far. So the map's going to kind of be covered. Let's keep you over here. So I don't mind putting you in the mud. So, like I said, archers are the big deal. You can actually, well, you can't engage the archer. That's the problem. But if we put you down here, we might be able to get both of you to get a, well, at least one of you to get a little friendly here. If we put you over here, then there's not much luck. But maybe you'll make a better target for this hoodlum, this rapscallion. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by engaging the enemy. And this is just to make sure that we don't get bow fired on. I could try destabilizing strike as well. Let's do that. Well, you don't really have guard activated. So that's just armor. So see, now the archers engage, they do a very wimpy melee attack. Alright. So next up, let's make sure Ella Smith here, or Eli Smith, comes over here, and we're just going to front stab today. Nothing too crazy. Just once again, want to make sure that we get people engaged here. Now these guys have poison knives, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. But, you know, this is why you turn to the professionals. Now, one of the issues that we have is that there's a bear trap here that I didn't catch before. And it doesn't show up while hitting Alt, so I almost just got myself bear trapped. So is this going to mess up my move here? I think it is going to mess up my move. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't hit both these people. Alright, well. But see, once again, the AoE attack... Oh, it did engage because it was one-on-one. Alright, well, that's some useful information. Not ideal at all. Everyone's kind of going 1v1 here. But I do like my odds. If we can just keep it up like this. I just want to keep my archer's hair clean at this point, so... Shabam! Now, right now, we're not going to be doing a lot of prisoner taking with this stuff here, and unfortunately, Bones is currently very poisoned. So we have the backsides of 2 people available to us. Let's go ahead and move you up here. I think archering down the hoodlum is going to be a little more important than archering down the other things, so... Alright, so... We'll just have to see. Once again, Jacob is going to be poisoned. He's not having the best day. And that lightning just goes through the mud and somehow doesn't actually cause any other problems here. So, okay. I don't... Oh, fuck. Alright. Now, Bones can do a swing and run. Or we can just hope for a crit right now. Crit fishing does not work very well at the very beginning of the game. But this is something we're going to have to do. Because right now, Bones will die. He will be struck by lightning. Fortunately, it's not the very beginning of the turn here. And we should be able to... Well, we can actually rage here. Please... Oh my god. Please high roll. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Now, if we move you over here... You know, can we... One stone with 2 birds here. We just have rope. I don't think that's going to allow me to capture. So let's try one more time. Because we did get the capture prompt here. No, it would populate by now. So we need manacles as well. So nothing says fun like getting double whammied here. Now this is a poacher and a poacher. So this is going to hurt for Jacob. And he's going to take a lot of poison damage here. So that sucks a little bit. We can Wrath. I think I do it. We have enough Valor points anyway. It's funny that his Wrathing is not as wrathful as other Wrathing, but it's fine. So a little more annoyed stabbing. as it were. And so that leaves us with just a few moves left. So have a very stabby Christmas and a stabby New Year. And then we have Lonkchera, who I almost just attacked the wrong person, and here we go. Once again, this is not the best way to do this. We want to be kind of clumping our people up to make sure that we get the attacks that we want to get. And once again, this lightning just does not like my team. Now, granted, this hoodlum will die. And I do want to get Bones out of there. So I'm going to try to do this without having Jacob take another turn. So let's go ahead and go up here. It's 4 to 5 health. We get Fury, which is going to be very important because we have Fury and Galvanization. And we should be able to... Yeah, see, the ground's sizzling here. That's a lot more damage. Look at that double-digit damage here. And they're trying to run away. We're not going to let them go. I don't know why the poison thing was still up there. It's a little annoying, but... And he takes just a touch more damage. It's fine. Now, unfortunately, we can't run you behind for the ambush damage. So, I don't know if we're going to get the kill this turn. Oh, we might. There we go. Ellis Smith doing the work, and we don't take the additional poison damage. But we do have an injury here for Jacob. Jacob P., who has a head injury, and his willpower is decreased by half. So sad. That's why we keep our medicine here. That's why we keep our repairs. And more importantly, the reason we do these fights and don't let anybody run away here, I didn't see what that pop-up was, is that we got money, we got Immortal Bloom, which is cute. Cloth, which is important. But we got armor, which is great, and a bow, which should be an improvement over what we have. Also, Bones gained a level. All I got's my Bones. Alright, we have some options here. Rampage deals 3 hits in a row and can give Fury. If any of those hit, that's a critical hit, that's great. Cutting Maelstrom is great in theory, but not great in practice. And then Sentinel is more of your Axeman tanking move here. We're going to go full... would you like some making what? I mean, Berserker. We're going to go Clerk style with this, and we're going to go crit build with Bones here. We're going to see if we can just critical all the stuff. Now this is Outlaw's Tabard of Light Armor. So let's see here. First off, her regular weapon. Only 2 dexterity. So this is a slight upgrade, but it does give us Vicious Shot. There's a lot of work you can do with knockback. I much prefer that over the range increase. She can't wear light armor. Fascinating. We probably want our tank to have better armor, but it's your Ellis Smith. Can't wear light armor yet either. Can't wear light armor. So, guess it's you, Bones. You guys, you all just need to level up. It's like Ready Player One or Free Guy or any of those video game movie things. You just need to find your level and you just need to increase it. It's the John Madden rule. Okay, so here we are again. Where are we on the map? We are still wandering along the coast just a touch. All right. Well, maybe we should have wandered a little bit farther here. Okay. Well, if this isn't the correct direction, then we're just going to have to run back into town and make it work. I thought it was all located down here. And there's another annoying guard. And those guards are tough fights. So we did go a little bit in the wrong direction, but that's fine. I could always look up the map and be like, isn't there something that I'm supposed to be looking for here? But we'll just follow the coastline, and if it doesn't work, we follow the next coastline. Because we do know from the map that it's on the beach. Alright, so run. We have a wooden log. It's better than bad. It's good. I'm actually going to talk to that merchant real quick. Yeah, nothing says nice day at the beach like a thunderstorm, too. Okay, so...
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sir?
You do, in fact. Lockpicks are always welcome, but that salt, man. I could try to steal the salt, but our suspicion's high enough. I know I got a comment on the Discord of always be stealing from Tony Parker /Char, but I don't really want to steal with my suspicion so high already. I do have plenty of money, and I'm going to have plenty more, so we should be able to cook in a little bit. We are going to buy some lockpicks. Powder's nice for making bombs. Mountain willows, we're not going to deal with that yet. We are going to sell our carcasses just to get the weight off of our shoulders. So you don't want those, that's fine. We don't really need the old farmer's rags right now, so I do actually need to be able to pay my wages. These used to sell for money and were a great source of early money, but they changed that. So probably the correct move here. Alright. This is fine. Now we're going to have to figure out... Yeah, we could totally, like, attack them. That'd be terrible. Alright. So we have the lumber camp at this beach. Or not lumber camp. That's the hiding people who are trying to run from stuff. Kind of like us. So this is going to be a Star Sector style run in a second. And I'm going to be motivated by a complete brokenness that I'm going to have here in just a second. But we can get some supplies. We do have some mysterious fogs here. We have a bandit's lair. Now the nice thing about a bandit's lair is that we can clear this down a little bit. If we can, like, find Smokey and people to take this out. Yeah, we'll fish again. More food is nice. You notice that we've been doing okay on food. So let's see if we can touch bass. Any day now. Okay. Apprentice Angler. Who knew this was the job that I was doing here? Now, these professions have bonuses, and I forgot to see what they changed the fisherman's one to, but... Right now, food is good, profession experience is good, because that increases some of the other stuff as well. Alright. And hopefully we can get some recipes before too long. But we just don't want, like, to have bandits pop out of there. Now, the reason there's 3 skulls is not just because they're super cool bandits, but because they, like, there's 3 spawns over the map. And once you clear those 3 spawns, there's a lot less bandits there. But sometimes it's fun to just take on a room with, like, 50 bandits or some shit. There's not a ton of AoE attacks in this game, but when you get the map that crowded, it does some work. So we're back to finding carps. Alright. You'd think we'd have more baits, but okay, we're out of fishing stuff. That's fine. And let's see what's up here, and we have more royal guards. Are they actually looking for us over here? Because that's going to be a problem if they are. We're just going to run. And we're going to have to rest in a second. And that's just how it's going to be. So camp. We are in relative danger right now, I think. We can't actually use this to make... Okay, we haven't made a python yet. We haven't made a lockpick yet. And we haven't made a fishhook yet. So that should be knowledge experience for everything. A hitching post would be good for assign your ponies to trough to improve their comfort and carrying capacity. That's pretty nice. Oh, but it uses all of our salt. Although that's cute that it uses your salt. We're going to just go with the regular old crafting here. So make a fish hook. Roll it with some mac cheese. Fill it with a pizza. Okay, so we can't make a torch yet. We're going to make a lockpick. And we actually can't make the python now, which is a little annoying because I probably could have actually used that I know there's some items around here that make it work, but let's see what our danger is. Danger level none. Look at this. If we don't pay our people, they are a little unhappy with us. So let's do the carp. Let's do the pike. Let's do the sardines. I think once we get a cooking pot, which is a pretty high priority here, we can get other stuff here. But look, we can pay money during the rest. And we're going to be a little broke, but it's fine. We have a quest for money. We may have another quest later on. And we do have Bones who wants to chat with us, so let's chat. Oh, this isn't voiced. Interesting. Why do I have to do all the killing? The others aren't pulling their weight. I need to know I can count on them too. So we can have him teach here to give experience to closer companions, which he has none. We can celebrate here, or we can daydream, relive this feat of daring do. Who uses daring do nowadays? Apparently the writers of this game do. So he gets 3 happiness potentially, or we can just give him experience. I'm happy to celebrate here. I know we don't get the other stuff here, but everyone get... Oh, look, we got relationships for everybody. Nice. I don't think there's anything else we can build that we actually want to build. Like we can build a hitching post, and it reveals new recipes. Once again, if we look in the paths here, we do have famous. Get more influence for more PP. There's a joke there. We're gonna make it because I can't not make it. All right. In the compendium, how many knowledge points do we have? I feel like I should know this. So we can learn how to make saddlebags. One of the issues is that we're going to need to start learning to make some equipment. But we need to get cloth to make rags. Probably need to get some other stuff to make a targe. So I don't want to use too many of my knowledge points yet. But if we get rationing, that's 3 less food. Food isn't really an issue here. Restoration's nice. Wages paid minus 10%. We'll do that. For the money, crowns gained after battle increased by 5%. That looks like that could also add up over time, especially getting it early. So it's a little different than I played it out last time, and we're not going to do cannibalism. All right, so knowledge points. We had them. We will get more of them. Let's decamp. Once again, another damn guard. These guys are just looking for us right now. And as I said before, one of the issues with this save is that where we're starting, there is really only one ingress or egress. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't have money.
Might I interest you, my humble wares,
Whew.
my good sirs?
We don't have a mace user, and nobody can wear that. Those are not humble wares, lady. I just called you lady, and it wasn't even ironically. Okay, who is... Somebody's charging after us here. I hope it's not them. Oh, it's more hoodlums. Okay, well, we're well rested. We were just trying to find some wood. We found wood. So this is just more meat for the grinder, and they start in the mud. So isn't that fun? Now that hoodlum over there, because he's in the mud, we can position ourselves to where he can't reach us. So that's what we're gonna do. This little hoodlum went to the market. This little hoodlum stayed home. This little poacher had roast beef. You know the song. So what we can do here... Jacob is somehow not in the mud. Ella Smith can go over here. Lochner can go over here. Lonchera. Until I hear otherwise. I'm going to keep getting the name wrong. We'll put Bones over here. Everybody's just like moving around. Now this hoodlum can't actually reach him from over there, so let's put him over here. We're just, like I said, my goal is just to make sure that if you can't reach, you can't teach. Unfortunately, it does look like we do have a bit of a muddy penalty here. So, I guess the question becomes, if we switch Bones and Eli, then we can still get backstabby, and we have our archer, who is now able to push people off. That's nice. But let's go ahead and start with this. Alright. And you know, just for fun, let's do Destabilizing Strike. So let's click and see what this does. Guard reduced to 0. Well, I'm still not seeing the guard stat. Someone in the comments will tell me, because y'all are great. All right, so more slashy, and we're good. So you're just having a muddy day today. You're really going after Jacob. That's a move that you can make. All right, Ellie, come on down. Let's meet friends and stab him in the back. That was a critical hit. Awesome. Okay. Now we do want to neutralize these poachers. But it looks like one's probably going to get a shot off. So let's go ahead and move you over here. And I don't know if we necessarily go for the rampage. Maybe we do. I think we do. And the reason I think we do is because this probably gets the kill. So, Bones! Finally we get a cinematic hit. Oh, Jesus. I have to go to church now. That was, I was like, you hit him with the stick. There's a reason he hit him with the stick. Okay, so end turn. End of Bones' turn. More like end of whoever that poor poacher was. I'm not supposed to have sympathy for the enemy, but here I am. Okay. So we're just gonna slash and dash. And then, do we try to have like some kind of archer fight? Or do we just try to move? Because the thing is that if I push this guy over, he'll be out of the mud. But I may be able to take him on anyway. So, let's try this. Alright. Okay, we need to move you more. We need to move you a little more. Okay. That worked. Good day to be an archer. Now we're disengaged. Let's see what this poacher decides to do. Okay, 4 damage and a little bit of a push. Okay, a new round is starting. Alright, well this should go pretty well here. So this hoodlum's gonna die. Let's have Jacob do the dance here. Really? We'll just give you the kill with Wrath anyway, because you need the experience. And we're not gonna let him go. We did not listen to Frozen or Frozen 2. Or the soon-to-be coming, I'm sure, Frozen 3. Or Frozen 3.1. Frozen 2000. We do have to watch our Valor points, though. So I'm not going to waste them here, and we don't really need them. It's literally just a poacher. Alright, I don't think you can... Oh, you can reach. Can you stab? This is going to be a big, muddy stab. Wow. Okay, Eli Smith with the first place knockout here. Only 1 repair. And we did get an Outlaw's Tabard, which is nice light armor. And a lockpick. And some leather. And some corpses. Now, we do have a guard that's kind of being annoying over there. But I do think one of the more important things I have to look at is the clock. And I'm trying to keep these episodes kind of at a solid length. We've had a lot of combat today. Especially for me thinking that I have clearly misremembered stuff, and that's fine. That means the rat infestation's over here. We have another contract that we'll be able to do to make some money. We're actually really good on food right now, so next time we may recruit another person over here, and then it looks like we're going to be forced to explore the rest of Vertruse, which is nice because we should be able to get our suspicion down a little bit. and we can make it work that way too. So this is Asher with Wartales. Like I said, I appreciate you all's support. There's been a really big outpouring of viewers and new people to the channel. So welcome if you're new to the channel or you saw the old Wartale series and is like, hey, here we go again. So here we go again. We're in Vertruse. We're heading the wrong direction, but we're killing a lot of things on sight. That's kind of the nature of what I was expecting with the difficulty here. And I'm curious if we were to run into the next area, how much more difficult the fights would be there, which is one reason I didn't immediately do it, other than the fact that we didn't have money. But we do have influence, and maybe we can use that influence to our advantage next time. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again soon. I will try to upload these at kind of a regular schedule in the coming days, but work has been one of those times where I have to do a lot of prep work for something that didn't happen, but the prep work still has to happen, which means that I haven't had as much time as I'd like to record, but we're back to it now. So appreciate y'all's patience. We'll do this again soon. Wartales! It's fun. Check it out on Steam. See you next time.